To continue with the effect of the radiations, we will see that we have just studied the effect of the ultraviolet rays or effect of the other radiations. Now we will see the gamma rays or the X-rays, how they affect the viruses. Use of the radiations in the laboratory is also very important. In the biosafety cabinets, we are going to research and we are going to investigate on different kind of the microorganisms. Most of them are included viruses. We are 3 levels of the biosafety 1, 2 and 3. So similarly in the biosafety cabinets we need to use different kind of the viruses for different kind of the experiments. There is the very important and care should be taken that there will be no contamination of the other microorganisms occur there. So for this purpose, even if we are using the bacteria, so we need to be very careful that no contamination will occur and no other virus can enter inside our biosafety cabinets. Therefore, the effective inactivation of the virus is very important in the biosafety cabinets, in the laboratories, in the experimental rooms. Most of the time we use the gamma rays for such kind of the biosafety cabinets or in the laboratories. Still explanation is not so clear, but used for the enveloped and not enveloped viruses. For the both kind of the viruses, gamma rays are very effective to be used and to be avoided against these kind of the viruses inside our experimental rooms. Radioactive isotopes, radiation effect for the different kinds. So we can see that here how the gamma rays can act and what is the effect of these gamma rays. Here we are going to use the radioactive isotope through the gamma rays, and then the electron accelerator, the E-beam and the X-ray. 3 kinds of the radiations. We will see their shortcomings and their benefits. First of all are the gamma rays. They are the most popular and very effective against the viruses. Why? Because they are 3 important properties. They are very simple, they are easily controlled and widely applicable, very easy. Then the E-beam is the short treatment time, high dose rate is needed for the E-beam, and no waste products are produced for this. And then the X-rays. X-rays have the high depth penetration, however the good dose uniformity ratio is always there. So these are 3 kind of the rays which can be used to kill the viruses, and their effects are different in the different ways. So it depends on your experiment, or it depends on you that what kind of the rays you needed to kill your specific kind of the viruses. Except these viruses or except these radiations, there are also treatments, the temperature and chemical independence, the applicable to the packages and fully sealed product. If we are talking about the food products, then this is important, and then similarly it is safe and effective. Here is the one of the experiments the data has been taken from, and then we have seen that how much the X-rays are going to affect on our rats. Here we have taken the incidence of the leukemia on 4 rats treated with the X-rays and on the gross virus. F is for the female, of course, and M is for the males. Here are the 12 females and 8 males are taken. The X-rays is taken as A, X-ray alone, virus alone and virus alone C, and then here you can see the 12 females and 8 males, and the different experiments has been taken with the different kind of the animals, and then the number of rats that are contracted with the leukemia after the X-rays, and then latency period of those viruses. So at the 600 total body X radiation delivered in 4 doses of 150 rats, each at the 5-day interval, started at 4 to 5 weeks of age. Intraperitoneal injection has been given. The dose rate was about 0.4 ml of the passage, and the gross virus a few hours after the 4th X radiation, which was at the time of about 7 to 8 weeks of the age. The C is for the intraperitoneal injection, which was at 0.05 ml of the passage and gross virus within the 48 hours after the birth. Summary of the environmental factors. So these all were the radiations effect, we have seen different kind of the environmental factors and their effect on the viruses. Here we have given the summary of most of them. That first of all, we see the physical effect, the physical environmental factors. Physical and environmental factors include the relative humidity, they include the temperature, sunlight, and UV radiations we have already seen. Then the chemical factors, which are the solutions, the pH, salt and ionic strength, absorption states, and the organic matter, and specific antiviral chemicals. There are also some antiviral drugs or antiviral chemicals are there, and their effects will be, of course, they are antiviral, so their effect will be more dangerous as compared to the simple chemicals. Then we also have some other biologicals like other organisms, just like we have the bacteriophages. These organisms are dangerous for the bacteria. Bacteriophages are the viruses, however they can infect the bacteria. Some other microorganisms, and the type of the virus is also very important. Environmental effects and the envelope of the virus is also very important to avoid these kind of the environmental factors. So the virus depends its surface, whether its surface has enveloped or not, and then all these environmental factors will be coming together for the inactivation of the viruses, and it depends upon what temperature, upon one environmental factors, upon what pH, upon what kind of the sunlight and UV lights they are able to inactivate the virus for further propagation.